Welcome, you guys. We are here today to talk about my favorite topic, which is reading. And one of the things that I love is I created a reading program because tutors were asking me how it is that I do what I do and how I'm able to close that gap a full year with 8 to 12 hours of instruction. How are you able to do it online? How are you able to do all of this stuff? So I created a program with tutors in mind called the Reading Interventionist. What was the experience as you went through the Reading Interventions program? What was that experience like for you?
I feel like it really broke things down into very easy to manage pieces, just week by week, one more thing, starting from the beginning of how to read to, okay, we're readers, and now what do we do with what we read? It really helped me to kind of focus in more with some of my students, especially one of my bigger struggles was phonological awareness. Mm-hmm. Having never taught the very beginning stages of reading, I didn't even know, honestly, what most of that was. I had inklings from what I knew from ESL, but it's different again, from the language piece versus the orthographic and like the sounds, the phonemes, all of that is different.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in our dyslexic kids, they are going to struggle with that phonological processing. They're going to struggle with like recall of words that maybe they know the meaning of, but they can't like spit it out. They're going to struggle with being able to blend sounds. They're going to struggle with rhyming. And so those are really pivotal like pieces that need to be built on into the program to really meet their specific needs. What was something that was a big game-changing takeaway that you got out of the program?
My gosh, simplify. I am such an overthinker. So I was going through, I use Raz Kids or Raz Plus, like most of us online reading tutors do. And I was kind of at first going through all their phonics lessons and honestly just going through them in order for most of my students, even though maybe they didn't need that. I didn't have a screening for what kind of phonics they needed. I was just based on, okay, we're going to do this phonics lesson. You're going to read this book that's like about what I think your reading level is, and whatever mistakes you make, that's the next phonics lesson I'm going to give you. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of jumping all around. But after taking this course and getting some new students this summer, I knew exactly where to take them with the simple, after they knew most of their phonics sounds, I could take them through all the different syllable types. And I realized, oh, you can teach the syllable types with single syllable words. Mm-hmm. So they recognize them and then pull in the multisyllabic words. I just overcomplicate so many things. To have it streamlined and simplified helped me a lot, not only in my planning, but in my delivery.
And so as you've been going through, what has your experience been like as you've been going through the Reading Interventionist program?
I have found it invaluable because I was teaching my lessons online, and initially you come up with your own tricks, but I was very used to working in a school and being able to observe my colleagues and for my colleagues to come to my lesson and look at me and then have a chat about what was happening there. Mm-hmm. With online tutoring, you're pretty much in this space with your student. And I have found with the videos, the case studies that you have, where I can see you dealing with a student for, 30, 40 minutes or an hour, I found that incredibly useful.
Yeah, just to be able to have that opportunity to observe somebody else. How do they do it?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because it's also my subject traditionally is taught with the grammar translation method, where people are made to memorize endings and then turn it out again. So it's really good for me to see an approach that is more focused on really understanding what you're reading and communicating the ideas in the text.
Mm-hmm. If you could go back and give yourself advice before you were thinking, like, do I buy this? Do I not buy this? What advice would you give yourself?
I would say the sooner you buy it, the sooner you'll start being able to benefit from it. Because this is, as you were saying earlier, this is not like the Jumpstart where I buy it and then suddenly I have this massive commitment on my shoulders,
Right.
and I need to spend a lot of time with it. I can do it at my own pace.
So thank you so much for joining us. And thanks for joining the live calls. I love getting to see your face. It just always brings, makes my heart happy whenever I get to see you. So
that's very sweet. Thank you. I'm glad.
And thanks to you guys for joining us today. And I will see all of you guys soon. Bye, everybody.